Hi guys, welcome back. I'm happy you're here. We are going to use a couple blocks and a strap, so grab it if you need. And come onto your hands and your knees. You're going to drop down onto your forearms. So your hands are as wide as your elbows, knees are as wide as the hips, and we're going to tuck the chin and rock forward and back. Spread your fingers and press all of your knuckles down. And try to keep the elbows as wide as the wrist. And wrist as wide as the elbows. You can inhale to come forward and exhale to come back. Keep your pelvis neutral, so no back bend. Belly slightly drawn in. And then pop up onto your hands and bring your right hand slightly forward of your left and do a few cat-cows here. Tuning into your breath. And then switch. The left hand forward, right hand slightly back. Even it out. Great. Bring your hands directly under your shoulders, knees under your hips, so you're in a tabletop. Interlace your right hand behind, or take your right hand behind your head. Inhale your right elbow up. And exhale, curl and tap, elbow to elbow. Inhale, come up. Exhale, round and tap. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap. Switch sides. Left hand behind your head. Inhale, look as much as you can towards the ceiling. Exhale, round. Inhale, come up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Release that. Sit back onto your feet. Interlace your fingers and push your arms forward. Round your back. Tuck your chin, belly to spine. Inhale, do a back bend. Bring the arms back by the ears. Let your heart go forward. Exhale, round. Belly to spine. Push the hands forward. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Grab your blocks. Bring them as wide as your shoulders. Put your hands on blocks and sit back into a child's pose. I want you to play with a little tiny cat-cow here. So you'll drop your chest, your forehead, and then push the hands down, wrap the elbows in, and pull belly up. So we're activating the shoulders a little bit. We're going to add on from here. I want you to go all the way onto your belly, and we're going to do the same action. So you'll slide the blocks forward underneath your palms. As you exhale, push your hands down and lift the chest as much as you can. And then inhale, lower. Exhale, push down and lift your chest. And inhale, lower one more time. Push down. Try to lift your chest. Belly stays on the mat. And release. Awesome. Take your blocks backwards. And we're going to take a child's pose. This time, you're going to put your elbows on the blocks. I would go for like the medium height. And you can take your knees a little wider. Palms together. Let your forehead go down towards the ground. And so you can lower the height of the block if you need. And then just do little subtle twists. So you're kind of dropping your right shoulder, going to the right, and then dropping your left shoulder, moving your hips to the opposite side. So just swivel your hips. And then come to the middle. Press into the tips of your fingers and separate your inner palms. Your head's heavy. Take a couple of deep breaths there. And we're gonna come up and just take one downward facing dog. I want you to really think today that you're pushing through your shoulders. So you're shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. You're pulling your belly in. Your knees can be bent or straight, but try to work with a long spine. So for a lot of folks, that means bending your knees. Push through all your knuckles. You're wrapping your elbows in. And lower. Awesome. You're going to take one block in front of you. And you're going to step your right foot on the block. Curl your back toes and lift your back knee. Straighten your legs all the way. And exhale, you're just going to lower, maybe hover the left knee or tap it down. Inhale, come up. And lower. One more time. Inhale, come up. And lower. And this time you're just going to do 3 little lifts where the left knee is kind of just an inch or 2 away. You should feel your right glute really activated. Awesome. Lower your left knee. Reach your arms forward. You're going to do a little twist over to the right. Press into your left heel. Keep your arms shoulder width. Go back to the front. Again, do a little twist to the right. Keep pressing into your back foot. And then come back to the front. Take your arms up. You're going to grab opposite shoulders so your forearms are crossed behind your head. Lean your head back into your forearms. Don't dump in your hips or in your low back. So think belly in, tailbone is heavy, so your pubic bone is going forward slightly. And maybe it feels like your head can't go anywhere, but just energetically move your head back into your hands. Okay. Bring your hands down and step off of your block. And just step back onto your shins and rise up. Step your left foot forward. Take your block. Step on your block. Make sure your hips are even. And you could slightly scoot your back knee behind your hip. Doesn't have to be directly underneath it. And then you're going to press into the block and straighten your legs. Try not to dump in your low back. Again, the belly's drawn in slightly. And as you exhale, you'll tap your back knee down. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, tap your back knee. Inhale, straighten your legs. And exhale, lower. And then lift your knee just an inch or 2 and do a couple little pulses here. Again, belly's drawn away from the thigh. Tailbone's heavy. You should feel your legs really activated. Nice. Lower your back knee. Take your arms forward. Imagine you have like a block or something in between your hands. So keep them shoulder width. As you rotate, point your back toes and press into your right foot. Inhale to center. You should feel a stretch in the front line of the right leg, hopefully. An engagement in the front right hip. Back to center, and then one more. Back to center. Take your arms up, and then put the other arm on top if you can remember. Grab opposite shoulders. So your forearms make an X behind your head, and you just lean back any amount. You don't have to shift the hips forward that much. Think sternum up. Maybe your head goes back a little bit. Keep pressing into your back foot. And then release. Take your blocks to the side, and we'll find a downward facing dog. Paddle out your feet this time. Really straighten one leg at a time. And then see if you can bend both knees, lift your heels high, lift your sit bones high. As you exhale, draw both heels down and try to straighten your legs. Again, bend both knees, lift your heels high, lift your sit bones high. As you exhale, draw your heels down, straighten your legs. One more time, bend. Exhale, extend the legs, the heels go down. Walk your feet up to your hands and fold over your legs. Relax your head. Bend your knees, round your back, and come up. Okay, we're going to interlace the fingers. Push the arms forward, take the arms up. Draw a circle with your hands interlaced. Move them as far as you can to the right, behind your head, as far as you can to the left, and then up. Go back the other way, go to the left. Take it behind you, go to the right, and take it back up. Release your hands. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Lift your right knee up. Give it a little squeeze. Open your knee out to the side a little bit. Take a tree pose. Foot to the inner thigh. Inhale the arms up. Same thing we did before. We're going to interlace the fingers and invert the palms. I want you to think you're shrugging your shoulders up to your ears, flattening the palms towards the ceiling, lifting the ribs away from your pelvis. See if you can lift all 5 toes on your left foot and release it, and then see if you can lift your left heel. You can try a couple times. Extend your arms down, extend your right leg, and release. Other side, take your left knee up. Slide your foot in the middle of your thigh for tree pose, and then stretch your arms up, interlacing your fingers the opposite way if you can remember, and pushing up with the hands, like you're balancing a book on your hands. You could do that if you want to. Shrug your shoulders, pull the ribs up away from the pelvis, and then try to lift all of your toes, and then lower your toes and try to lift your right heel. And release. Extend the leg, breathe in, exhale, let it go. Take a big step out, turn your toes out, bend your knees, take your hands to your inner thighs, and just do a little twist to the left and little twist to the right. Again, go to the left and to the right. Take your hands down. Keep moving your knees out. Hands to your hips. You're going to stand all the way up. This time, interlace your hands behind your head. Bend your knees. As you exhale, you're going to fold halfway. And inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, drop your chest. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes forward and fold over your legs. Hands on the floor. We're going to walk our hands to our left foot and lift your right leg out to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toes face forward. 5. And lower. Walk your hands in front of your right foot. Hands under the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and walk your hands to the middle. Walk your toes all the way to touch. Bend your knees all the way. So you're in a little toe squat. Go ahead and balance here for a breath or two. Balancing on your feet, on the balls of your feet. Tap your knees down. So you're stretching. Do a couple bounces here, opening up the balls of your feet. And then point your feet and see if you can lift your knees a couple times so you open up the tops of your feet. You might get a little crackle, which is good. And then go back where you were in your squat. Bring your hands to your heels and start to fold over your legs. Fingers can reach back underneath the heels and your head goes towards your shins. You can keep your knees bent, breathe into your back. And release, round your back, come all the way up. Sweep your arms up, breathe in. Exhale, round your back to fold. Let your head go down. Step back to downward dog. Step your right foot forward. Lower your back knee. Bring your right hand inside your foot so your ankle and your wrist touch. Push your knee into your arm. Take your left arm up. Roll out your left wrist. Roll it the other way. Exhale, lower your left hand. Inhale your right hand up. Straighten your back leg. Breathe in. As you exhale, reach forward and straighten your legs. Let's do 3 of these. Inhale, you reach back. Lower your knee. Exhale, you reach forward and extend your legs. Inhale, you reach back. Exhale, you reach forward. Awesome. Reach back. Do a quad stretch if you want. Grab your back foot. Pull your heel towards you. And then push your foot into your hand. And release. Downward dog. Step your left foot forward. Lower your back knee. Lift your chest. Take your left hand inside your ankle. Push your knee into your arm. Take your right arm up. Roll out your right wrist. Switch the direction. Exhale, release. Take your left arm up. Straighten your back leg. Breathe in. As you exhale, reach forward. So a big half circle with the hand. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, swim stroke the arm over your ear to extend your legs. Inhale, bend both knees, reach back. Exhale, reach up and over and fold. Reach back. This time you can lift your foot and catch it and do a quad stretch. Pull your heel towards you. Push your foot into your hand. And then release. Step to downward dog. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Take your fingertips wider than your mat. Tuck your chin. Round your back to come up. Breathe in. Exhale, do a little lengthening to lower. Inhale, round your back to come up. This time, drop your left shoulder. Look to the right. Inhale, come up. Drop your right shoulder. Look to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Push yourself all the way back. And stand up on your shins. Step your right foot forward. Move your hips forward and back. Just opening up a little deeper. Grab a block. You're going to angle it on the front of your left thigh. Take your arms up. You can grab opposite elbows. Lift your chin, lift your chest, lift your elbows. Pull the belly up, push the thigh forward and reach back. And then try to lift your right heel like you're in a high-heeled shoe. Beautiful. Release. And step to downward facing dog. Inhale, your left foot steps forward. Lower your back knee. Anjaneyasana. Arms up. Move your hips forward and back. So you want to find something between your end range and being in more of a 90-90. So 90-90 is both knees 90. We want to be a little deeper than that, but not at our end range. And then you find the block there, push the thigh into the block, arms reach up, grab the other opposite elbow, so other forearm on top. You're pushing forward, and that allows you to lift up against it in your upper spine, your thoracic spine. So belly in, tailbone slightly heavy, and you're lifting up and back. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Okay. Plank pose. You're gonna lower the right knee, left heel spins in, take your left arm up, swim stroke your arm over your ear, and then reach up, float your left leg. Good, reach your left leg forward, and then reach it back. Reach it forward, right in front of your belly button, and then reach it back and bend your knee. Do a little quad stretch, back bend. Release, keep the leg lifted, square your left hand down. Good, again, you're gonna swing the left leg over to the left. Keep your elbows straight. Swing it back. Swing it over to the left, nice and high. Swing it back, one more time. Swing it over. Swing it back. This time, step outside the opposite side. Look over towards your back foot. C-curve your spine. Knees drop down, feet widen, and you're going to stand up on your shins with your legs crossed. So right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Lift the arms up. You can grab opposite elbows and do a little twist left and right. And then you'll release. Just come to a down dog with your knees crossed. Beautiful. Slide your right shin forward. Left leg goes back. If you have blocks, you can put your hands on blocks. Pull the right knee back, left knee forward. So you're in a pigeon, an active pigeon shape. You can take your arms up. Good. If you're feeling really mobile and good here, you're going to lean into your right shin. Step the left foot forward and then go back the way you came. Left leg back. Awesome. Turn and sit up with your right heel into you and just walk your hands forward. Folding right in between your knees. Walk your hands up and over to the left. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Downward dog. Plank pose. Lower your left knee. Right heel spins down, right arm up. Do a big half circle with your arm. And then reach up. Lift the right leg. Take it in front of you. And take it back. Swing it in front of your belly button. And then straight back, one more time, forward, back, bend the knee, grab your ankle, kick the foot into your hand. Let go of your foot, square your chest, square your hands under your shoulders. You're gonna swing the leg to the left. I'm running out of space. And then swing the leg back. So as much as you can, keep your elbows straight and try not to lean too much to the left. And then swing back. One more time. This time, step to the opposite side. Look over, so C-curve your spine to see your foot. And then cross that knee behind the front knee. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back. You can always put your hands on the wall, blocks, whatever you need. Think that you're pulling the pelvis more level. So left hip back, right hip forward. Tailbone slightly heavy. Press your feet down. Arms up. Grab opposite elbows. Put the other hand on top. Do a little mini micro twist to the left and right. Release. Walk your hands forward. Down dog with your legs just like this. Slide your left knee to pigeon. Slide your right leg back. Find your blocks. Walk them backwards in line with your pelvis. You want to wrap that right hip, that right knee down so you're internally rotating the back thigh. So what I mean is you're not sitting on your left hip and opening. The right kneecap is straight down and your pelvis is level. So your left butt is off the ground. You can take your arms up. Again, if you're feeling strong and mobile, you can lean into the front shin and step forward. And you can go back the way you came and then sit to face the right. As high as you can take your hands behind you. You can sit up on a blanket. And when you're ready, you can walk your hands into a forward fold. Try to push your left knee down. Walk your hands over to the right. Walk your hands back to the front. Downward dog. Lower your knees, cross your ankles, sit back behind your feet. Step your feet in front of you. You're going to take your elbows inside your knees. Actually, bring a block between your hands. Push your knees in and push your elbows out. Do a little cat-cow action. Knees in, elbows out. Release your block. Bring your hands behind you. Lift up to a reverse tabletop. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips high. And release. Good. Take your knees over to the left. You're going to turn your left fingers to face backwards. And then you're going to lift your knees and come into a one-arm reverse tabletop. You can grab the back of your head with your right hand. Squeeze your glutes, lift up. Then go back the way you came, hips down. Take your knees over to the right, other side. So fingers can face in or away from you. And you're going to lift your hips up, grab the back of your head. Squeeze your glutes, lift your pelvis, lift your chest. And lower. One more reverse table. Turn your fingers forward, lift up. Look at the ceiling, shoulders back, chest up. And release. Take your knees to the left. Turn your fingers in and lift up. One arm reverse plank. Going a little faster. Exhale, lower. Take your knees to the right. Fingers face in and lift up. And release. Beautiful. Cross your shins. Stack your shins. Hands on your knees. Sitting up tall. Let your eyes close. Tune into your heart beating, your breath moving. Bring your hands together, honoring yourself, your practice, your body, all of the goodness that you already have right here within you. Namaste. Thanks for joining. If you have anything you're working on and you want support, let me know. I'll see you next time.